Regina Ip, member of Hong Kong Legislative Council, chairperson of New People's Party, the first female secretary for security in Hong Kong, is a tough-talking political veteran. He has always encouraged Hong Kong government to reform, tackle the problem of inequality, and make sure a sustainable long-term growth. I'm very happy to have her today immediately after the election result is out. So Regina, thank you for your time today. I know you're very busy.
It's my pleasure.
So now today, John Lee's voting result is out. He got 1,416 votes. How would you comment on Hong Kong's development in general in the past 25 years?
Hong Kong has many advantages as an international business and financial hub, a rules-based society, a highly developed economy. Unfortunately, in the past 10 years, the efficacy of the government has been seriously hampered by the opposition in the legislature. They were not only anti-China, they were anti-establishment, anti-development, and they held up reform in many areas. And they prevented Hong Kong from solving a lot of long-standing problems, like finding land for housing and economic development, and solving a lot of social problems. So I'm very glad that after the new electoral rules were introduced last year, order and efficiency have returned to our legislature, and we are on course to solving a lot of our long-standing social economic problems. I have known John for a long time. When I was Secretary for Security, he was head of the Organized and Serious Crime Bureau. And when he was Undersecretary for Security, I was in electoral, and we worked together to fight all the fallout of Occupy Central in 2014. So I've worked with him for a long time.
So after pandemic, assuming the pandemic will go away soon and the order is back to normal, what are the immediate challenges in Hong Kong right now?
Housing, land and housing. You know, we have more than 100,000 families living in really abject housing.
But you know, Regina, I've been hearing this housing issue really for very long. Again, why government just cannot tackle it? And how long do we need to tackle it?
Because the procedures for producing land take too long. If you want to produce land, from greenfield to land, spade-ready land, it takes easily 15 years because of all the legislative hurdles in different pieces of legislation. So the current administration promised to review the legislation, but it looks like they can only reduce the time required by 2.5 years, which is not good enough. I think
Is there any way to change the legislation framework to make this time frame shortened?
Certainly, because now the Patriots-only legislation is far more cooperative with the government. We are far more pragmatic. We're willing to work with the government if the government put forward sensible legislative amendment proposals.